on Saturday. Yeah, can't say any better than that, really.
You mentioned that you did your final 8 rounds. Yeah. How long do you expect this one to go with Francis Ngannou?
I don't know, I'm going to soften him up with a jab and then try and knock him back out with the right hand, as I always try and do. We'll see. It might go early, it might go late. Who knows? It all depends on how he brings the fight. If he comes at me like a raving lunatic, then I'll knock him out quite nice and quick. But if he's all on the defensive, it might take a bit longer.
I remember speaking to you at the press conference, the opener for this in London, huge event. Things have changed since then. Now there's that thing of we've got the Usyk fight signed. I know you're taking your eye off Francis because does that add a bit more extra pressure to you on this event, or no?
No, not at all. I'm just going to enjoy the event, enjoy the fight, and then we'll deal with whatever comes after that. People say, are you a bit nervous about getting injured or cut or whatever? I couldn't give a fuck. If I get a 15-inch cut across the top of my face and I can't do the fight December 23rd, then so be it. I'm not going to start pulling punches or not being rough with Ngannou because I got some sausages looking at the ringside who want to fight me. Good things come to those who wait. And for whatever reason, if the fight doesn't happen, I get injured in the Ngannou fight, then we'll move on up and down the road. But that's of not really interest to me. If I have to get my arm chopped off the next day after beating Ngannou, then I'll have to do it. That's it. I will do everything necessary to win on the night. No pulling, no punches. I want to inflict a lot of damage and a lot of pain on him. And that's what I'm looking at doing.
Those are the words of Tyson Fury as he throws caution to the wind. He tells us all and explains that he doesn't care if he gets hurt or injured. If he gets injured, they have to wait. Simple as that. And let me counterpunch. I don't see why he would get injured. The good news is he's not saying that he would have to not fight Alexander Usyk. The only problem is if the fight is half as good as we expect it to be, or if Francis Ngannou deems more of a threat to Tyson Fury than Tyson Fury thought, that could be a scary thing. A scary thought. Why? Because Tyson could always justify a rematch. Tyson could then say, well, you know what? I'm injured and I don't want to fight Alexander Usyk, but some damn way of Francis' fight will pop back up into the mix. So I don't like that because of that regards. But I am glad that he's saying, well, hey, I'm not worried about this guy that's going to be ringside. I'm worried about Francis Ngannou. If I'm injured, I'm just injured. I don't care. And my counterpunch is you should care because you should want to not get injured. Because, see, if he ends up injured and all he's been talking about, if I get injured or if the fight doesn't happen or if I'm not ready, if we keep hearing this, what chances do we believe that you may not have orchestrated this? Or it's possible that you keep mentioning something, planting the same seed over and over again, expecting it to grow. Because that's what I'm hearing, and I don't like hearing that type shit. But the good news is he's not worried about the injuries as much as everyone else is. But then the question you got to ask yourself is, why? Okay? Because it could be a reason like, okay, well, I'm not worried about that. And that buys me more time. Or I have more time not to deal with something that we anticipate. Because nobody wanted to see him fight Francis Ngannou. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't care. Nobody wanted to see that shit. So the whole idea of him getting hurt during that shit that we didn't ask for and we didn't want to see, a crossover that wasn't in demand, this isn't a McGregor Mayweather, and you get injured, that still turns the boxing world off quite a bit. Because it's like, okay, nobody asked for this shit, now you get injured. Now you gotta wait. Now a contract that you've signed to fight at a particular time, bars, is a situation where you are postponing it and we don't get to see the fight we need to see for Undisputed, for the progression of the heavyweight division, to see one champion, one face, and one name. Okay, we don't have that. and it's all because of a fight that you chose that no one wanted to see. Okay, so yeah, that is a big letdown, honestly. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury stating that he's not concerned with being injured. He's not concerned about Alexander Usyk being ringside. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!